Yo, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Yo, I've been going down these rabbit holes, man. We need some suspenseful music for this. No, not that. Let's go down this. Let's do this some theatrical kind of music. All right. I've been going down these little rabbit holes. I've been going to check back in on influencers that I used to listen to or was very critical of. And I gotta say, I don't know what has happened to influencers, man. The state of influencers these days, when they're talking politics, right? Political influencers. It's insane. It's insane. Politicians even. Like, look at this. Listen, matter of fact, I'm not gonna pull it up because some of this stuff I'll get banned if I put it up on the screen. But what is going on? Where are we living at right now? It's like all the influencers that was pro-Trump are now super critical of Trump because Trump loves Israel, apparently. And the people that are super pro-Israel worship Trump, but are critical of him for, I don't know. It's just so much splintered stuff going on in the politics. Even the leftist influencers have shifted. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. You can't get no real take anywhere. You can't get a real take anywhere. It's either hate black people, hate Israel, hate Palestine, or love Palestine, love Israel, love the LGBTQ community. It's a whole bunch of stuff. You're not a Christian. No, I'm a Christian. You're not a Christian. No, I'm the right kind of Christian because you're the false kind of Christian that's Catholic and you're the... What is going on? What happened? What happened? Straight up, this is crazy. Let me read some of this. This is insane. Okay. So I dug into Nick Fuentes even more, and I'm okay. Look, let me just say this. I'm not a fan, okay? Yo, some of your stuff, some takes, good, right on. But bro, you go to the extreme. You go to the extreme, bro. I know they throw around the term anti-Semitic a lot, but bro, you anti-Semitic for real. Like for real, for real. And then I watch these other videos. This person does deep dives on Nick Fuentes, and I'm just like, oh no. Some of the stuff that my man was saying, I'm like, yo, Candace Owens, what happened to you? What happened? I remember when you was just like a conservative, right? And you had your take on the black community, which I was critical of because I felt like you was too hard on black people, but a lot of your stuff made sense. You know, a lot of what you said made sense. Like you were saying the truth. It was just the way that you were saying it was completely wrong. And it disconnected you from people in the black community. But then now you switch and you're hypercritical of Trump, not even critical, like super hating on Trump, going off about France and Macron and lawsuits and Israel. Like, what happened? And then got the nerve to call people out on what type of Christian they are. And because you're a Catholic now, like you did that, you swapped for, I don't know, the Christianity to Catholic or whatever, but married to this rich dude. I don't know. It's just everything just seems off. Am I the only one feeling like this, or just like Alex Jones even? I'm like, Alex Jones used to be so entertaining. I used to love watching Alex Jones. Now, bro, is everybody just like anti-Israel or anti-Palestine? It's like one of the, why is that got to be the thing? I don't get it. And then if you disagree, you call the other person out. They're a Fed. They're a shield. Look at this. I can't pull it up. I really want to pull it up so bad. Look at what Senator Ted Cruz. Listen, it's very sad what has happened to Tucker Carlson. He now routinely attacks Trump, shills for Iran, and doesn't bother to hide his all-consuming hatred for Israel. It's tragic. Fair take, right? But Ted, you don't get me started on you, Ted. But then Tucker Carlson goes and shares this. He says, self-described evangelicals like Ted Cruz and Mike Johnson have no interest and how Israel treats Christians. Mother Agapia Stephanopoulos has spent years living in the region. They should listen to her. The difficult life of a Christian living in the Holy Land. But then, see, this is the thing where I say, like, these people are out of their freaking minds, man. So this woman is going to give her take. I'm sure it's going to be negative, right, about how Christians are treated in Israel, which we've seen videos. But then there's also videos where you see Christians, Jews, and Muslims in Israel all hanging out, having a good old time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all get along. Why are they trying to push a narrative into the minds of people that says, well, they support Israel, so they have to be anti-Christian? You're not a real Christian because you don't hate Israel. Or you're not a real Christian because you support Israel. Or you're not a real Christian because you support Palestine. Or nobody else is seeing this. All these people keep us fighting about these little issues and arguing with each other about these issues in the comment section of these posts. The comment section of these posts, you got Americans and all these different people. Ken Sowens, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, all the people in the comment sections are either super pro that person that's making the argument or super against, and there's no in between. There's nobody trying to go in there and say, yo, you guys realize that we're arguing about what's happening in foreign nations and hating each other that live right here in our own nation. Nobody seeing that? Nobody is going in there and saying that. You guys realize that we're all Americans. Like, we literally can pass each other. If we drive to the store, you know, we might see each other one. You're never going to see these people that are in these countries that you're arguing about, and they're telling you this case. People are sharing all these photos of Gaza. What's going on in Gaza is so atrocious. What's going on in Gaza is so atrocious. What's going on in Israel and what they're doing to this is so atrocious. Given all of it's true, like, yes, it's bad. War, it sucks. War sucks, everybody. Do you know that? War sucks. But to go ahead and believe every single thing that you see, you really believe all of those photos you see coming out of Gaza? You really believe all the things that you hear about Israel? You really believe all the stuff you're hearing about France or Iran? Or you really believe it? I don't buy it. I just don't. Like I said, if all of those things are happening over there, if they are doing horrible things and taking out civilians and all, yo, that's sad. And I'm praying for them. My heart goes out to them. But to think that that's any different than what's going on all around the world in other countries. They got stuff going on all through Africa right now. They got people dying in China. They got people going through it in Europe. Why are only these countries the ones that are the focal point of all of these influencers? Well, it's kind of like they're leading you to believe something, right? They want you to be really upset or really compassionate towards these things right here. And people just eat it up. Eat it up. And I can't believe how freaking fractured the left is, right? They're fractured amongst each other. And the right, fractured, like splintered. Literally everything is upside down, broken up. Leftist influencers going at it with leftist influencers. Same thing with the right. MAGA influencers. It's crazy to me. I find myself agreeing with the chick from the Young Turks. Yeah, I've been getting back into it. Anna, I think that's her name. Anna Caspian. I think that's her name. Yo, I'd be agreeing with a lot of the stuff that she said. I'm like, yo, I used to hate the Young Turks. And now this chick is, some of it, because this is just me. I feel like she says a lot of stuff that's real, that can be verified. You can go and look it up. Some of her takes, obviously, too far left for me. Can't get with it. But you see these people who you had never listened to before. Now you find yourself listening to them, but then disagreeing so much on a lot of these other topics. It's like everybody is interweaving and stealing certain fractions of people, and everything is just is chaotic. It's just chaotic. It's chaotic right now, y'all. It's bad. And it's sad. It really is. I would be okay with it if it was like people were trying to turn to real truth, right? People are trying to turn to real truth, and people are trying to, take a stand for something. But instead, You just have people taking a stand for their favorite influencer. Not the truth, not taking a stand on what they believe is the truth. No, taking a stand for their favorite influencer, even if they are a hot piece of trash. Your favorite reporter. I'm going to defend Fox News till the death of me because they're the right. Newsmax never gets it wrong. CNN is the pinnacle of news. No one ever said that. I hope no one's ever said that. MSNBC, they're just the greatest thing. What is going on in the world, y'all? How do we get here? What happened in the time that I've been away? Because I have not been paying attention at all. And now that I am paying attention, this is crazy. This is crazy. And then they're pushing all these people in front of you. Like I'm going through my feed right now, right? I'm looking at it. Like the Tate brothers. I got to say this. I got to, right? When I first came home from prison and I got my phone, right? They pushed this nigga, this dude, Andrew Tate, all through my phone. I started watching him. I'm like, yeah, alpha male, manpower. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. I like it. Then I start looking into who's Andrew Tate. And I'm like, yo, this dude's a complete sleazeball. Like, I would never want to be around this dude. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to hang out with an Andrew Tate. And then I look up the stuff that he's currently faced with. And then people defending him tooth and nail. I've watched this dude say some really horrific things about women. Some really horrific things about what he does to women. You know what I'm saying? His personal treatment of women. And people Candace Owens, best buddies with this dude, trying to defend him about the things that this dude has said openly, defending him, saying, oh, that's not who he really is. He's not really like that. It's just, my mind is blown. What world are we living in? When did people say, you know what? It's turning into Hollywood. Is really what it comes down to. The political realm is turning into Hollywood theater. You know what I'm saying? It's turning into a Hollywood theater. Candace Owens defending Andrew Tate and their friends? What? How is this a thing? And then this other dude, I think he's black. I don't know. He looks like some other type of black, like from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere like Arab black or something. I don't know. He's always doing like things where he's talking to the kids in the crowd and it's nighttime. But this dude, another one, getting his rise on talking crazy about women and black folks and how great white people are. Nobody don't see the play here. Like, y'all don't, it's like recycled over and over and over, just new faces using it to do this. I'm in awe. Myron is his, I think it's not, maybe that's his American name. I don't know his Arab African name, but yeah, like these, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm in shock. I feel like I need to just throw my hat back in the ring here, y'all, because this is crazy. It's crazy. And they'll never, it's like, it's always the same points, right? They will never call out the wrong of the people that they deal with. That's the thing that really pisses me off. Like, if you're going to be cool with people, cool, but call out the wrong. Don't just call out the wrong of people that ain't got nothing going on. Like, you ain't got nothing vested in these people. Why are they a thing? Why can't you call out your own people? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I came across a thing that Trump said. Let me see. It's in my notifications, right? I came across it and I stood on it. You know what I'm saying? I just did not agree with it. When Trump said, where is it at? It's got to be here somewhere. This dude commented on it. I think it was somebody that was left leaning. Commented on something that I commented on because I didn't like what Trump had said. It was from like 2015. You know what I'm saying? And Trump said something about black cities or black people committing crime. I don't want to misquote him. Let me see. Got to be here somewhere. Right here. Okay. This post was from January 5th, 2013. Or no, June 5th, 2013. Trump says, sadly, the overwhelming amount of violent crime in our major cities is committed by blacks and Hispanics. A tough subject must be discussed. Pissed me off when I read that. But I looked at the date. It's 2013. Obviously, he's made some changes since then. But when I read that, I made a comment. And I said, yo, I made this comment August 14th, 2024. I didn't know that he said this. I hate when people attach color to crime. Why not just call out crime without calling the color? If white people committed zero crime, then I would understand it. Since that's not the case, why single out blacks and Hispanics? Attack the issues, not the color. And this person commented, if you don't call it out, you can't solve it. Again, we call out crime. I was critical of Trump on his own post, on his own tweet. I commented that. And I love Trump, but I commented that. You know what I'm saying? Got nice little push, you know what I'm saying, when I commented it. But it's like, why can't other people do that without being like, I gotta hate you now? I don't hate Trump because he made that comment back in, 2013 or whatever. But I seen it. Somebody pointed it out to me and said, what do you think about this? I thought you said he's not racist. First off, that don't mean he's racist. That just means that in his mind, he sees black people and Hispanic people committing crimes, and he only wants to call out them because whatever. That's how his mind operated. I made my point in saying, why not just call out crime? Why do you got to call out the color? Simple. Still love Trump. See how that works? You see how that works? It blows my mind. The Charlie Kirks of the world, they blow my mind. They blow my mind, The Officer Tatum's, which I ain't gonna lie. I was critical of Officer Tatum, but nowadays he seems like he's gotten better. I'll give him that. He seems like he's gotten better, but still playing the cards like everybody else. I will always stand with Israel. My man said he's a Zionist. He said, I am a Zionist and I will always stand with Israel. And I'm just like, Negro, you're not a Zionist, fool. You live in America. You ain't got nothing to do with them. It's because you traveled over there. Come on, man. It's so frustrating because why? Why? To me, when I seen him make that post, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this Negro trying to keep his job. That's what that is. We need to know where you stand because your homegirl Candace, which you got Blexit with, yeah, she's going off the deep end over here. We need to know, Brandon, where do you stand? Well, I'm a Zionist myself. I love Israel, and I hope Israel has the greatest existence, and everybody else that stands against Israel, you are disgusting, and I can't believe you. I'm tired of I'm not taking the stance no more of being on the sidelines. I'm getting in this, and it's Israel over everything. It's like, why? Why? Just got to draw that line in the sand, let them know where you stand so you can keep getting that bankroll, right? I don't know. It's frustrating. So I guess I'm letting y'all know I'm getting back in it, man. Getting back in it. I've got to. Then on the Jan Sixers. Oh my God. Me being a J Sixer. I see the comments on Facebook, man. They going at it. Throwing shade at each other. And I was laughing. But at the same time, I'm like, this is messed up. This is messed up. Throwing each other all the way underneath the bus and for no reason. I can understand if it was a valid reason. But there's no reason for that. No reason. Calling each other out your name and posting stuff about each other. Like, come on, bro. Come on. I can understand if it was a for real reason. Even the stuff that I did with Jake, I kept it to things that Jake was doing wrong that I felt. And even after that, I called him as a brother. People don't know this. Me and Jake have already done spoke. And that's why we don't, notice me and him. We don't be on here going back and forth with each other about nothing. I said what I wanted to say. He said what he wanted to say. Then we talked about it. And we're like, yo, at the end of the day, you're my brother. I love you, bro. And I just want to see you do better. That's what I told him. That was my message. And seems like he's doing better. I don't know. I'm not on his ex, but seems like he's good. He messages me every now and again like, yo, what's up, brother? That was funny. He comments on my stuff on Instagram. Hey, bro, I really like that. That was good. You're going to have 1 million views by what I'm saying? Encouragement. Why does it got to be so hateful? So hateful. I don't get it. Influencers, that's such a common word to throw around every day to everyday folks. It literally means nothing in society anymore. Yeah, it depends. I mean, if you, like I say, I'm in this space still, right? And I live on here seeing what's going on in the social world and social media world. And I have conversations with people outside, find out who they're listening to, who they're following, why they're following them. And it does have a very big influence on the younger generation. It might not have a influence on like boomers or, maybe, millennials, you know what I'm saying? But us millennials and the Gen Zers are the ones that are the influencers these days. You don't really see boomers or anybody else doing their thing. It's us, and it is affecting society every day. That's why you see what's up, man. Okay. All right. I'll come back to this. I gotta go. I love y'all. We gonna talk about this more later. All right. Peace out.